In the past week, I've been watching events around the country. I've been watching many people say many things that they don't understand. And I want to make a couple of statements and declare a few things openly with regards to what is happening now. And I want to say what I believe should happen at this stage in South African history. And this is not a complicated thing. It's a very simple thing, and I'll try and make it as simple as possible for all of you. Sina van Rensburg was not a prophet. He never claimed to be one. He had a gift of prophecy. Now, many of you could have the gift of prophecy. Many of people that I've met has had the gift of prophecy. He never claimed to be a prophet. He was never a violent man, and he was against all violence, and he wanted to prevent any violence from ever taking place. Sina van Rensburg, the next declaration I'll make is that he never ever said that there will be a bloodbath in South Africa. No way. I want you to show me one place where you think he said something like that, because he did not. And people get confused. People make speeches all over social media about things that should be discussed in private if you're really serious about what you're doing. Because otherwise you're just trying to get support for a concept or an idea. And the things that have happened in the country of late has sparked all sorts of people running out to shops trying to find themselves a brown suit. Now, those of you that know the history of Sina van Rensburg and some of the things that people have said that he has said will understand why I say this. The brown suits will be sold out. The 10th of October people will be wearing brown suits. The 16th of October people will be wearing brown suits. People, you have lost your minds. Who is Israel? For all these people that are making declarations around a niche group of people being Israel, you are out of your mind. You don't know what you're talking about. Who is Israel? Come, declare to us who Israel is, where it starts and where it stops. Please, I want you to do this because you are taking upon yourself to declare who Israel is. You're not God. You cannot say who the chosen people are. Are you saying that certain people aren't God's children? Come, declare it. Make it known to the people of South Africa. Be brave as you are in calling for all sorts of things that you have no idea what you're talking about. Firstly, I can declare that every movement that starts now that believes that a niche group of people are the special people that's going to start a fight and cause a bloodbath in this country are infiltrated by intelligence services. So look around you. One of your Mikeys is from intelligence. I can guarantee you that. The next thing that I will tell you is that you will not win this fight at all. If you think that this fight needs to be won with weapons, you have been misled. You don't know what you are talking about. Because you are not willing to give up the ungodly things that you've had in your life. Your whole life, you think that you can win this battle with weapons. You are misguided. What you are expected to do is to give up all the things that you hold so dearly. Your dop, your cigarettes, your sport god, where you would sit with your fat stomach on a couch and watch the sport instead of playing it. That's what you're supposed to give up. And this Sina did speak about. And it's very clear that these people are so misguided, but they will pop up everywhere, all over South Africa now, and proclaim themselves as some form of leader, someone that's going to save the chosen people of South Africa. Who are the chosen people? Please tell me. Because I've been in many meetings in the past where each person from the same movement believed that different people are chosen, and they would shoot the others because they'll call them pariahs. Julle weet nie waarvan julle praat nie. Hou op met julle twak. Regtig waar. If you have the guts to come to one of my meetings, I will explain to you who the global enemy is. If you think you're that important, that on a global scale, that the God of Israel, as you call it, will choose a handful of people out of this entire planet, you are missing the point. You're a religious fundamentalist extremist nutcase. That's what you are. A nutcase. You need mental help. So what will happen in South Africa and what needs to happen? This is very simple. Firstly, you need an education. You need to be educated as to who the real global enemy is. And if you think that it's this government of ours, you have no idea what is coming your way. You won't even recognize it. You've probably allowed it into your house already. Your house that you believe is anointed because you're some special person. Far more special than the guy next to you, or the guy in the province next to you, or the person from another tribe, or the person from another culture. You are psychotic if you believe this. We are all God's children, every living human being on the planet. And yes, all African cultures are human beings. They are not animals. If you believe they are animals, you belong in a mental institution. And rightfully so. So what do we do to actually get a simple solution to what needs to happen in this country? First, you need to understand what the global threat is. That's been running this government of ours so that we can change the governance system. Second, you need to try and with that knowledge unify the people that are willing to take that knowledge upon themselves and act. Thirdly, you need to get those people to prepare themselves to withstand any global threat. Global threat, people. You are living in the past. Once again, Sinner never said there would be a bloodbath, a nag van die lang messe. It is rubbish. He never spoke those words. People with agendas wrote lots of rubbish in books about what Sinner said. And his name is being used in vain. Stop doing it. Go and read his original writings. Then come to me and tell me how that says is going to be a slaughtering or a night of the long knives or any of this rubbish. I know what I'm talking about. And I don't care if you don't like what I'm saying, because I speak the truth. And this is all that matters in the end. Is that truth is spoken and that people think about what they are doing. And unlike you people that proclaim yourselves leaders, I can emphatically say that I'm not a leader. And I don't want to be and never will be. All I will do is impart knowledge. And it's more important right now that knowledge is imparted than a bunch of people sitting on Facebook making videos proclaiming all sorts of nonsense they don't understand. Lastly, if we don't unite in this country across cultural and religious barriers, we will not defeat the global enemy. And the global enemy is much bigger than these yo-yos making these videos can ever understand. And if they are willing to listen, and put their pride somewhere else, then they might come around and understand who the real enemy is. But I seriously doubt it. The people that are ready, we find them all over the country. They understand what needs to be done and they get involved in getting the job done. And I really want to thank them for being willing to listen to begin with, because many people won't. Now I want to see how all these self-proclaimed future prophets and savior of the country, how they're going to get together in one place and then pick a leader amongst them. Is that going to be the first bloodbath? I'll leave the video at that. Thank you very much for watching. Till the next video.